I know this is different than my normal videos, but you all know me. I'm very big on Lord of the Rings, and when my friend just sent me in Discord a message about this, an announcement trailer, and I guess this happened 6 days ago, so I'm a little bit behind, but I'm very intrigued. And before we start talking about it though, I'm gonna roll the teaser trailer. It's short, 45 seconds. In case you guys haven't seen it yourself, watch it, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna kind of talk about this and see what we think and kind of discuss it. Hope you enjoy. All right, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the teaser trailer. I know it's not really, there's nothing really in there with no direction. There's not, and even if you go to their website, you know, Private Division, the website of what details the Shire, there's nothing really there. This is all like literally announced like 6 days ago. You go to their Instagram page, there's nothing but just the announcement trailer. You go to Facebook, TikTok, there's not a whole lot on it yet. There's only theories on what it is, what it's going to look like. There's some art out there, but there's not a whole lot that I trust. The fact that the only thing that the Private Division Private Division has released is the teaser trailer. There's artwork on the website. That's about it. You know, I haven't seen anything else where there's other artwork. Steam, I don't think it's even on there. Tales of the Shire, it's not on there yet. There's not a whole lot here to go off of, but we're gonna still talk about it nonetheless. So first things first, I know everybody's probably thinking, oh great, another Lord of the Rings game. It's gonna be just like Golem.
And you fail.
Gonna be a disaster. It's gonna be squash. It looks too fuzzy-duzzy. It looks too like a cute little Stardew Valley game, and that's what kind of like most people are getting the feeling or vibe off of, which I mean makes sense. But it's about the Shire. The Shire is a cozy, happy place where I imagine they're gonna find a way to make it somewhat dark or, you know, evil. So my thing is, you can obviously tell it's going to be very story driven. At least that's what the feeling I'm getting. And you can also, I have high hopes with this in the sense that I think it will come out as a I'm hoping, but you know, you never know, knock on wood. I think it's going to come out as a polished game, and I think it's going to be really good. I am very excited for this kind of. We'll see as it goes. Obviously we still have till next year, but it's coming from, if anybody's ever heard of, now I've never played their games, but I've definitely seen plenty of videos of the two games that are big from them, and they're very popular and they have very good ratings. Private Division is also the same developers who developed Outer Worlds and still developing with expansions and add-ons, and as well as the Kerbal Space Program. If you go to Steam for both of those games have very positive reviews for both. Kerbal Space Program, all the reviews is overwhelmingly positive. I feel really good knowing that it's coming from them, and I think that you can see in the two games that they've made before, they're very intuitive, and they don't usually leave too much out of it. I can't remember if Outer Worlds had a rough start. I don't know if I'm mixing that up with just No Man's Sky, because I know No Man's Sky and Outer World are semi-similar, but not really. And I can't remember if that was just No Man's World that I'm thinking of, and that's it. But both of those games are very well known, and they're also coinciding this or conjunctioning this game with Weta Workshop. If you don't know who Weta Workshop is basically kind of like just a figurine kind of art company. So I think they're going to be a big part that they're helping with this is probably with the art and the artwork and making this game very unique and original. So what we kind of know so far is, I think I've heard rumors that it's supposed to be like a Diablo third or like God view angle of the camera. That's what we're hearing. If that's the case, I'm not too upset about it. I know some people are like, oh, I hate that. You know, like kind of my friend. He's like, oh, I hate that angle. I'll never play the game now because of it. All right, come on, man. Give it just at least wait till you actually see anything of the game. He also mentioned like, the game looks too cartoony, or the artwork looks old. To me, it doesn't look old. It's just because it looks cartoony, and it does look a little like Stardew Valley. That's why people are saying it. But I think that's what's going to make it unique and original. They're not going for just the realistic, same old Unreal Engine graphics that every game is doing nowadays. Kind of like Golem. Now, granted, that's a whole different story. But I am not too concerned about this becoming another Golem, just from the fact that whose hands that this game is in. I think they're going to actually put some heart and soul into this. Now, what we can talk about next is what do we think is going to be in the game, and what do we think is going to be the driver in making this a one of a kind. I definitely think it's going to be story driven. I'm excited for the fact that it's going to be in the Shire. Now I'm curious on what time period it's going to take place. Is it going to be like, Second Age? I mean, because like the hobbits were still kind of in their place in their own world, or is it going to be Third Age? What story does it revolve around? Are we going to see characters? Like, is Gandalf going to be in here? Are we playing as a hobbit that we know? Are we going to come across Aragorn? Are we going to come across any other known characters of Middle Earth? Or is it going to be known characters that we know from other books, not necessarily the movies? I hope they bring some of that into the game, but I do not mind at all if it ends up not having any of those in the game. I'm excited just for the fact that it's Lord of the Rings, and I'm excited for a game that hopefully is going to be very story driven. And my first thought of seeing this, even though it looks very different to it, my first hope is a game that's going to be like the original Two Towers and Return of the King movie games. A game where it's like has good game mechanics, a good fluid fun combat, a good fluid character development, a good fluid of just originality, to where it's like you're just enjoying yourself because there's so much originality and you're just playing Lord of the Rings. That's the biggest part I think that a lot of everyone's going to have with this, is the fact that they're playing Lord of the Rings, and that's what I'm excited for. We could sit here and we could conspire and think of what we think is what's going to be what and whatnot. I'm very interested, and I'm excited to see gameplay as it comes. I'm curious on what your thoughts are, all of you. What do you think about it? Do you think it's going to be a flop? Do you think it's going to end up like Golem? Do you believe in Private Division to make this a quality game and something that a lot of people are going to enjoy and it's going to be exciting? What do you think is the game's going to be based around? What mechanics, what time period, what do you think the story might be about? I really hope like we get the chance to go into like the Barrow Downs, because like that's the big thing with like playing Lord of the Rings online, going into the Barrow Downs or the Old Forest, like going in there and fighting scary monsters as a hobbit, and having to go in there because there's some old evil that we need to take care of because it's terrorizing the Shire, or we get to experience like the Great Scourge or whatever, or like when Sauron the White comes into the Shire and tries to overtake it while all the other events of Middle Earth are taking place. There's so many different time periods and different things that could be there, like the game can be around, that I'm very intrigued, just to say the least, off of just this announcement. I'm very intrigued, I'm very interested, and I want to keep talking about this as more comes out, and I'm hoping this is something that I can slowly bring into the channel to where it's something I can play on top of Lord of the Rings Online, and keeping the channel Lord of the Rings based. So I mean, I don't want to ramble too much. I wanted to keep this video a little bit short. I'm not going to sit here and talk for 20 minutes about a game that is purely just an announcement trailer. But again, I'm curious, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Leave in the comments. Do you think it's going to be a flop? Are you excited? What are you hoping is in the game? What time period do you hope it is? What type of mechanics do you hope for? Do you believe that Private Division and Weta Workshop are going to do the job that we hope they'll do, especially based on their 2 games that we already know, Outer Worlds and Kerbal Space Program? Leave your thoughts, leave your comments. Please also leave a like button so that way this can get pushed out to more people in that algorithm. Since this is fresh, this is new, we can share more on it. So that way we can, grow this together and kind of follow this all together. As more artwork actually starts coming through, I'll kind of share it. I have my buddy in Discord spamming me pictures, but I don't know what to trust, because a lot of these pictures, this artwork there's no confirming artwork that I know of. And then once I do, then we can start talking about it. But again, hit that like, subscribe to the channel so that way you can keep up to date on this, as well as I post videos. I post other Lord of the Rings videos. I play Lord of the Rings online, both retail, and I've been playing the Echoes of Angmar private server as well. But then I do play like other Lord of the Rings games, like the Lord of the Rings mods for Total War. But we don't need to talk all about my channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment, most of all, like with what your thoughts are on this. And I hope to talk with you, and we'll see you in the next one. Matty Ice out. Thank you again, everyone, for watching. Again, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what type of content you want to see in future videos. Leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, hit that bell button so that way you can get notified every single time one of my videos go live on the channel, so that way you never miss out on any of my content. Again, thank you, and I love you all.